From shunned village girl to beauty mogul, Ewa was mocked, rejected, called too ugly for any real future by her boss and the market queens. But what no one saw, she was secretly crafting natural beauty creams in a crammed, candlelit room. When the city's top entrepreneur wandered in, he didn't see an outcast, he saw a creator. In Lagos, a city where dreams collide with destiny, lived Ewa, a young woman whose journey would prove that inner strength conquers all. At just 3 years old, Ewa's world shattered. One afternoon, she returned from school to discover her father had died in a tragic accident. Childhood ended that day, and survival began. A distant relative found Ewa a job with Madam Morocco. The pay was barely enough, but Ewa was grateful. With her family's future on her shoulders, she learned early. Success isn't handed out. It is earned through silent, relentless effort. Now at 25, Ewa stood unshakable. Her family called her the Iroko tree. Firm, rooted, unbreakable. She never cowered, never complained. By day, she worked at Madam Morocco's struggling bitterness boutique, a name that would soon prove prophetic. Madam Morocco, 48 and magnetic, drew people in like moths to a flame. But beneath her charm, secrets simmered like a forgotten pot of stew, ready to boil over. What no one knew, Ewa carried her own secret, one that would transform everything and prove that true beauty comes from within. Tomiwa, Madam Morocco's daughter, was 22 and restless. Envy filled her heart, making her frown at anyone who dared to shine. Never content, she measured her worth against others, always chasing a spotlight that never satisfied her. Ewa was the quiet strength, the true backbone of the boutique. From sunrise to closing, she moved with purpose, packing orders with care, folding Ankara fabrics perfectly. Each act a quiet gift to customers who noticed her dedication. She managed the store like it was her own, drawing customers back again and again. Even Madam Morocco saw that Ewa's diligence was the secret behind the boutique's survival. When life got tough, Ewa's faith never wavered. Her grandmother's words echoed in her heart. Patience is the master key that unlocks every door. That wisdom kept her steady. By day, Ewa served her employer. By night, she fulfilled her dream. She poured her energy into building a skincare brand, a true passion. After hours, in secret. Ewa's childhood dream was simple but bold, to help people with natural remedies, free from the harsh side effects of commercial products. Inspired by her grandmother, a healer who found joy in helping others, Ewa vowed to go even further. After her grandmother's passing, Ewa was determined to make an even bigger impact. Armed with technology, she researched ancient African ingredients, crafted new solutions in her tiny kitchen, and packaged each product with care. Ewa never sought the spotlight, but as the elders say, a blazing lamp cannot hide beneath a basket. Even as she tried to stay humble, her light began to shine. Tomiwa, always watching with sharp eyes, noticed. She saw Ewa's late-night phone tapping and secret smiles. She knew Ewa was working on something big, and she couldn't stand it. Tomiwa didn't care about Ewa's online achievements. Personal ambition wasn't her fuel. What truly unsettled her, more than Ewa's growing popularity, was the attention of Ayotunde. One Tuesday afternoon, Ayotunde stepped into the boutique, sharp in office attire, his cologne announcing him before his smile did. He needed brown shoes for an event, referred by a friend. Tomiwa clocked him instantly. She put her phone down with a deliberate thud, straightened her blouse, and flashed her brightest smile. But Ayotunde barely glanced away. Instead, he walked straight to Ewa, who was quietly arranging shoes on her knees, focused and serene. Tomiwa felt a sting of invisible jealousy as he passed her by. Good afternoon. I need a pair of brown shoes for an occasion. Can you show me what you have? Ayotunde's voice was confident, but his eyes betrayed a hint of nerves. Ewa smiled back, a tone warm but professional. Good afternoon. Let's see what we have. Without fuss, she led him to a rack of quality shoes, her care and attention making the moment feel effortless. Their conversation was simple, genuine, with a quiet connection brewing beneath the surface. From the counter, Tomiwa sighed loudly, slamming her phone, tried everything to distract them, but Ayotunde didn't notice. He was lost in Ewa's world. These are perfect, Ayotunde finally said, lingering on Ewa a moment longer. He paid, their eyes meeting in a silent acknowledgement before he left. Tomiwa watched him go, cheeks burning with jealousy she couldn't quite name. It wasn't just that Ayotunde ignored her. It was how he truly saw Ewa, as if only she existed. Being younger, Tomiwa always thought she would be the obvious choice, but Ayotunde was the exception that shattered her assumptions. Weeks later, the door opened again. A familiar scent hit Tomiwa first. Hope flickered, then reality crashed in. Ayotunde was back, but not for her. He was here for Ewa. Always Ewa. Today, Ayotunde walked into the boutique with more confidence than ever. He looked excited, and this time, he skipped the shoe section and went straight to the ties, right where Ewa was walking. Tomiwa saw everything and didn't like it one bit. Ayotunde watched Ewa for a few seconds, then walked over. Ewa noticed him and smiled warmly. Welcome back. It's good to see you again, Mr. Ayotunde, she said, standing up with a big smile. Ayotunde grinned, a little shy. Thank you. My new shoes are lonely. I think they need a tie as a friend. Ewa laughed softly. A tie for your shoes? He laughed too. A tie for me, to match the shoes you picked out for me, he said, moving closer. Their conversation felt different now, more personal. Can you help me pick one? Tomiwa watched, biting her nails, annoyed by their romance. She stomped over to the shoe rack and started making noise, pushing hangers around. Haven't you found the perfect tie yet? She snapped, her voice sharp with jealousy. We have customers waiting. This isn't a chat room. I was busy before you came in, Tomiwa added, trying to break up their moment. Ayotunde didn't look away from Ewa. Really? What was she doing? He asked, smiling. Her job, obviously, Tomiwa shouted, clearly upset. Ayotunde barely glanced at Tomiwa, then turned back to Ewa. I will take this purple tie, he said, picking up the one Ewa was holding. It matches the confidence I felt wearing the shoes you picked for me. His words were for Ewa, but Tomiwa felt the sting. Ayotunde paid for the tie and walked to the door, then paused. Thank you, Ewa, he said, using her name for the first time. See you soon. Tomiwa was left fuming. He had ignored her again. Now he knew Ewa's name. He had chosen Ewa, not once, but twice. Weeks passed. Ewa and Ayotunde started seeing each other. Ewa refused his offer to drive her home, so Ayotunde would walk with her, talking and laughing like only two people in love can. When Ewa worked on her skincare brand, Ayotunde helped her record videos, holding her phone and directing her. He was happy to help. And even though she didn't need it, Ewa loved the support. They never showed affection in public, but everyone could see they were in love, including Tomiwa, who felt nothing but pain and jealousy. Tomiwa became obsessed. She began following Ewa, hoping to find something to use against her, but there was nothing bad to find. Meanwhile, Ewa's skincare business grew fast. Her followers and customers increased every week. They weren't just buyers, they were loyal people who loved her honesty and her skill with African herbal remedies. To Ewa, they weren't just numbers, they were family. In her videos, Ewa taught about African herbal medicine and often spoke about self-love and staying true to yourself. Her stories were honest and inspiring, a real look into her life and struggles. This helped her connect deeply with her audience, and they loved her for it. Ewa used the wisdom her grandmother gave her. The earth has all the healing we need. Ewa's products were special. She made everything from natural things like shea butter, moringa oil, cocoa butter, and the most important, her family's secret black soap, passed down from generations in her part of Africa. With just the right mix, Ewa created something truly amazing. Ewa was happy. Everything was finally working out for her. But Madame Morocco was not so lucky. Her money problems kept getting worse. Madame Morocco was always in debt. Her usual charm no longer worked. She was not religious. But now, in her desperation, she started to hope for a miracle. Hidden in the back room of Madame Morocco's shop, behind piles of bright Ankara fabric, was a small rough wooden staff. It was an Ogboni staff, a family heirloom from her grandfather. The staff was believed to bring wealth if used for good, but there was a strict rule: never use it to harm anyone with a pure heart. For years, Madame Morocco respected this rule. But one day, after a fight with a kind, loyal customer over a lace dress order, she lost control. Angry and frustrated, she insulted the customer, breaking the most important rule of the staff, using its power against a good person. From that moment, the staff's magic turned against her. The air in the back room felt heavy and cold. Her dreams of success began to fall apart. While Madame Morocco's troubles grew, Ewa was in the shop packing skincare orders when her phone burst. The message was unbelievable. Congratulations, Forbes Africa 30 under 30. Someone had nominated Ewa for the award, and now she was famous across the country. Ewa was careful at first, but soon everyone heard the news, even Madame Morocco and Tomiwa. Tomiwa was crushed. Memories of laughing at Ewa's hard work flashed through her mind. The man she liked, Ayotunde, only cared about Ewa. Tomiwa felt left out and forgotten, like her whole world was falling apart while Ewa kept rising higher. It felt unfair, almost like magic. Madame Morocco started to believe Ewa's success wasn't natural. She is not an ordinary girl, she thought. Something strange is happening. The rumors about Ewa and her business started to spread. At first, it was quiet, but soon it was everywhere. Fake messages and screenshots appeared online, trying to show that Ewa had used Ayotunde for fame. People paid attention, but for all the wrong reasons. Ewa's name became even bigger, but now it was mixed with scandal. The same people who once cheered for Ewa now turned against her. Their support disappeared overnight. Sponsors and partners stopped replying to her messages. Chai, see Ewa, we thought she was different. People gossiped, forgetting the kindness they once loved. They quickly believed the worst. Then fake videos of Ewa and Ayotunde spread online. The internet exploded with anger and judgment. Ha, Ewa, how could she? People wrote under the videos, not knowing they were lies. Ewa was crushed. She hadn't felt this much pain since losing her father. But this time it was even worse. Ayotunde also suffered. His tech company was attacked online and threatened. His name was ruined and he couldn't escape the hate. Brand partners got scared and started leaving Ewa. She lost deals, collaborations, and all the dreams she had worked so hard to build. Everything disappeared like smoke. Then, when things seemed hopeless, Ayotunde came to see Ewa. He sat beside her, head in his hands, unable to look at her. I can't protect you anymore, Ewa. I am sorry. My business and family are suffering. I have to step back. He left, and Ewa's heart broke. She tried not to cry, holding on to her last bit of strength. She prayed to her grandmother's spirit for help. That same week, as if the ancestors heard her, the truth finally came out. A whistleblower posted proof online, showing a plan to destroy Ewa. Digital trail led straight to Bitterness Boutique. Everyone learned about the fake reviews and deep fake videos. There was even a spiritual hacker, a digital babalawo, paid to ruin Ewa's name. The internet, so quick to judge Ewa, now turned its anger on Madame Morocco and Tomiwa. The witch doctor was exposed and vanished from the internet. Madame Morocco lost all her customers. Her business disappeared. People whispered, very evil people. May God protect us. She had tried to harm Ewa, but it all backfired. The spiritual hacker was also caught by ethical hackers and arrested by the police. The truth was clear for everyone to see. Ayotunde returned. He brought proof that he never gave up on Ewa. He had been working in secret to clear their names. He showed Ewa he still loved her, and she forgave him. Their love was strong like the Iroko tree, unbreakable. But Tomiwa couldn't move on. She watched from the shadows, feeling alone and rejected. First, Ayotunde never noticed her. Now, after everything was revealed, her jealousy and mistakes left her feeling empty and lost. Tomiwa became a victim of her own actions and sadness. Every day, Tomiwa looked at herself in the mirror. She hardly recognized the sad person staring back. Still, she couldn't stop checking Ewa's page online. Ewa was doing even better than before, and all the people who once doubted her now cheered her on. Ayotunde was there too, always supporting Ewa. Seeing them together still hurt, but Tomiwa finally accepted she had lost. Ayotunde's love for Ewa was real. No lies, fake videos, or evil plans could break their bond. The truth about Madam Morocco and Tomiwa's schemes were revealed. Their digital tricks were destroyed by the light of justice. Lies never last. When you are not chosen, choose peace, not war. Tomiwa's choice to fight Ewa out of jealousy only brought her shame and sadness. Ewa, calm and strong, chose forgiveness and focused on rebuilding her life. Ewa's light grew brighter than ever. A year later, she and Ayotunde got married. They were celebrated everywhere, the true stars of the story. Ewa and Ayotunde became true role models. People everywhere respected them and wanted to be like them. They started a family and kept doing things, good things. Their success was never just for themselves. They gave back to others. They helped the poor, built homes for the homeless, and taught young people high-income skills so they could chase their dreams. As their businesses grew, so did their kindness. God blessed them even more. But what about Madam Morocco and Tomiwa? Rumors spread that Madam Morocco lost her mind. Everyone knows that breaking evil promises has big consequences. In the end, all her friends left her, making excuses. Karma caught up with her. Life moved on, and the world didn't wait for them. It was a painful lesson. Madam Morocco's madness came and went, sometimes in the morning, sometimes at night. People whispered that it was punishment for her bad deeds. She lost her fancy apartment and lifestyle. With nowhere else to go, she and Tomiwa had to move back to their village. Tomiwa stayed by her mother's side, calling family for help, but nobody answered. The ancestors protected what was true and exposed what was fake. In the end, good won. The story of Ewa, Madam Morocco, and Tomiwa teaches lessons as old as time. Jealousy doesn't just hurt your enemies, it destroys you first. Tomiwa's envy burned her from the inside. Even when she won against weaker people, she lost a part of herself. Real love cannot be forced or stolen. It must come naturally. Sometimes walking away from a fight is the hardest but best choice. Ewa kept shining, showing everyone that a good heart can survive any storm. Even long after she was gone, people still honored her, like the strong Iroko tree she was. Before you go, warriors, ask yourself, are you more like Ewa or Tomiwa in your own story? Be real with us in the comments. Here is a challenge. This week, choose peace over conflict in one situation and come back to tell us how it went. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with someone who needs a little more peace in their life.